the Daiquiri Festival is becoming part of Tales, is that right?
Yes, we're excited to announce today that Tales the Cocktail and Jeremy's company have joined forces, and we will now be producing the New Orleans Daiquiri Festival under the Tales of the Cocktail, umbrella.
How long has the Daiquiri Festival been around?
This would have been its 5th year.
Is that right? And when does it ordinarily take place?
Usually in the month following Tales. It's shifted a little bit each year depending on various issues, weather, things like that. But it's always been either at the very end of July or the beginning of August.
What prompted this union?
I specifically went to Jeremy and asked him if he would be comfortable kind of putting, this creation of his, in our hands. And we still plan on, relying on his input a lot as well too. Luckily, he said he was comfortable with that. We have a lot of infrastructure that we can help, make it even bigger. I think it's like he's done, everything he can. It's like a one-man operation. If we didn't have a good, accountant now, a good bookkeeper, we couldn't do any of these things that, we need to do. So it's kind of like the non-sexy stuff behind the scenes that makes it really challenging.
Those are the things that I'm not good at explicitly as well. So I built it because I'm good at marketing and making things look big. But when it came down to, I knew there was going to be a shelf life to how long I could actually continue to manage it as such. And we started to outsource things, and it just wasn't where I wanted it to be. And I knew that I wanted to make sure it was going to live on in New Orleans and have people working behind it that could take it to places I never could. And the only people in this city are the Tales of the Cocktail team and Tuennerman, and stuff that she's done with Tales is exactly what I want to see happen with the Daiquiri Festival.
Actually, the Daiquiri Fest will be its own standalone event. So again, it won't be a part of Tales of the Cocktail. So it too will be after Tales of the Cocktail.
Will there be a Daiquiri Festival in 2015?
No, what we're doing basically is kind of a, I guess, nod to that, a tip of the hat to that, is we are actually doing 2 Daiquiri Tours facilitated by Tales of the Cocktail on party buses, which is what we did our very first year when we didn't have permits, and it was an easy way to facilitate getting a bunch of people on a bus and then taking them to a variety of curated shops and having an MC that tells a little bit about the history of frozen daiquiris in New Orleans. And it's also just a good time.
We will, have our first event in 2016, so we're not going to do anything in 2015. We're just, not capable of it at this point.